This is Shawn from WOD, and I'm with Chris Bassett, the Masterpiece. And you are watching WD on the Boom broadcast. Let's go. Hello, friends, and welcome to another exciting episode of WOD on Saturday, whether you're choosing to listen to it in the AM or the PM time. Thank you for tuning in to Boom Broadcasting and WOD today on this Saturday. And boy, I am excited because we have two things we're going to talk about on today's episode. Now, this is going to probably be the most superb, outstanding, fabulous, any words you can think of, any adjectives you can think of in the dictionary. Today's episode is definitely going to be that. So you definitely want to stay tuned and watch it, because one of the things we're going to discuss is something I probably could have talked about on It Stinks. But due to dealing with a wrestler, I said we have to talk about it on WOD. And also there is a list. That's right, a list going around on BET.com, plug the deal, about the 15 greatest African-American wrestlers of all time. Who made the GOAT list? Does it equal up to my list? Does it equal up to your list? You got to stay tuned and watch. And also for that segment, we're going to be having a special guest right here on WOD, dropping in the chamber, in the corner to hang out with me to break down that top 15 greatest black wrestlers of all time, according to BET.com. This is Shawn. It's Saturday. Yes, you got the tournament, but you can watch me on the halftime break. Let's go. Welcome back to WOD. Heel turn has been a terminology and a term that you have been hearing in the world of professional wrestling for the past couple of weeks. Definitely associated with John Cena, who turned heel, who, by the way, cut a pretty good promo on Monday Night Raw. We'll get to that maybe another episode of WOD, because today is something else. But we're not going to talk about the John Cena heel turn. We're going to talk about a wrestler who did a heel turn. Obviously, it was a heel turn to his fans at a live promotion. And I got to give a shout out to the news station that will be shouted out in a minute, who provided this information to the masses to see what happens when a wrestler decided to go rogue. I'm going to jump to the clip for the news station, and then you'll be right back to hear me talk about this heel turn of this wrestler who has done something that was totally absurd what he's done.
Some disappointed Hulk Hogan fans say that they were turned away empty-handed last week after waiting for hours for a promised meet and greet with the entertainment icon in Orange County. Our Blaze Gomez tells us why from Montgomery, one of the towns that the superstar has toured.
I was there with my son and daughter. It was an exciting day, especially for my son.
A super fan's dream.
They said that, he could only see up to number 200. We were 185.
Turned into a disaster for 42-year-old Robert Taylor and his two young kids last Wednesday.
You're the worst. Why did you do that?
When the New Windsor dad says they waited 4 hours with a promise to see their WWE idol, Hulk Hogan, at ShopRite in Montgomery, only for the superstar to allegedly leave mid-event.
Welcome back. Oh, man, I need that as a sound effect. You're the worst. Why did you do that? Shout out to the good people at News Channel 12. That's an NBC affiliate up there in New York. But Hulk Hogan, who has been in the media firestorm vortex for a while with a lot of controversial things he's done, has done it again. He's did it again. You say for a meet and greet, you say you're going to do it. You have a meet and greet. You have fans who wait 4 to 6 hours in Montgomery, New York, not Montgomery, Alabama, Montgomery, New York in Orange County. They line up, they wait for the hoster to come out to promote his Real American beer. Hey, by the way, question for the dad. Why were you at a shop right with your kids promoting Hulk Hogan's beer? But that's for another day. We'll get on that another day. But your fans have lined up and you pretty much specify to everybody the first 200 fans will get to see and meet me. Do a meet and greet. And I've been to those meet and greets with different wrestlers. I've been to a bunch of them at WrestleCon in Winston-Salem, right here in the local area in the capital city of Raleigh, up there in VA. And you know, I really don't try to go to that many. I only go to the ones like at the WrestleCon, WrestleCase event, stuff like that, because you know it's set up for a meet and greet. And if that person is specified a time that they will be there doing meet and greet, taking pictures with the fans, then you know you're going to get your due justice if you wait out. And most people, I even seen time like with Chris Masters, shout out to Chris Masters for the opening this week again. He was packing up and I said, hey, let's do something. He says, do something. Let's make some magic. So, you know, most wrestlers, if you even catch them while they're packing up, they'll still take that 5 minutes, take that photo, sign that autograph, you know, kick it with you, talk to you a little bit, pick your brain, you pick their brain, they'll do it. But these kids waited all day. They skipped school. They didn't go to school. They told all their friends, we're going to the local shop right with our dad, and we're going to make a moment and meet Hulk Hogan. And I told you, I done it. I over-delivered so many times that, hey, I just have been a lucky person. Over-deliver on my child, on my daughter meeting Pat McAfee. I told her, hey, we're going to meet Pat McAfee. She was a big Pat McAfee fan. Knew I wouldn't be able to pull it off. Lo and behold, got backstage passes to ESPN College Game Day and got a chance for her to meet Pat McAfee and take a picture with him. That made me Father of the Year. You're going to hear me tell that story all the time because that was one of the days that I oversold, over-delivered, and man, I came out on the winning side. So this dad did the same thing like me. He told his kids, we're going to go to the shop right. You're going to get to meet my hero when I was a child. Your hero, the guy who's making real American beer, and you're going to get a picture because he said as long as we're number 200. So you got from 1 to 200 to get a picture and a handshake with the Hulkster. They're number 185. And what does Hulk do? He gets up in the middle like at number 20, 10 or 20, gets up and say, we're out. And you got to... I hate it for Jimmy Hart, man. Big Jimmy Hart guy. I had a chance to meet Jimmy Hart up there in Winston-Salem. Jimmy's a good guy, man. Great guy to know. Just so down to earth. You know, loves to talk wrestling with the fans. If you ever get a chance to speak 5-10 minutes with him, man, this guy will just pour his wrestling IQ knowledge of being a manager behind so many great talents to you just to have that conversation. So Jimmy gets the bad deal of the stick because him and Hope is in a little package deal with this. So Jimmy's honoring his obligation and staying for the entire time they're supposed to be there. But people are not coming to see Jimmy Hart. And I like Jimmy. Jimmy's a good guy. Hey, go meet Jimmy if you get a chance to meet him at any of these wrestling shows. Go meet him. They come to see the holster. And he gets up and walks out. But here's the kicker of what makes this such a devious heel turn. He leaves the meet and greet. And he claims he has another engagement that he has to get to. Well, people see him going live at some bar, maybe an hour away, 2 hours away, giving out free real American beer, hanging out with the guys, watching the game. Come on, Holster. You just killed this kid's fantasy. This kid probably will never watch pro wrestling ever again. But you find that kid who said, you're the worst. Why did you do this? You find that kid, you know what you tell him? Uncle Shawn from Boom Broadcasting and all my great friends on Boom Broadcasting, the content creators, we will send you merchandise from the Boom Broadcasting. We'll send you a WOD shirt, a Quick Hit shirt, a Drop the Mic shirt, a Nightcap shirt, a Sideline Savant shirt, a 3 from D, the Gridiron, the dress, and all other content on Boom Broadcasting. We'll send you a shirt. And guess what? We'll even get our president to sign the shirt for you that we send to those poor kids, because those kids are devastated because their hero chose to go hang out at a local bar, pass out beer, and watch a game. Hulkster, on a serious note, it's time to let it go. It's time. You saw this when you were in California on the Raw's Netflix, and he's lied about it. He's been on the record lying that night for the Raw is Netflix, the first one in January, when they went to Netflix, when his music hit, how the stadium erupted, and he did like The Rock. Goosebumps, man. I had goosebumps, brother. You should have seen Hulkamaniacs running wild. He lied about it. I was watching an interview when he said, I was like, oh, nobody cheered for you in California. Nobody cheered for you. They took you off the Saturday Night Main Event for a guest appearance, not because you had a prior engagement, because Triple H didn't want to have to go through having to calm down a crowd that booed you out of a stadium again. That's why. Now you're no-showing at these small places that people that still gravitate that you are the real American hero, that you're holding on to this image, that people are lining up, waiting 4 or 5 hours to see you, and then you get up after the first 10 people and just walk out and say, I'm out of here, and leave poor Jimmy Hart to defend off an angry mob. Hulkster, it's time to let it go. It's time. WWE has realized that their time is up with Hulk. And you can see it. Yes, Netflix still has to promote the Real American Beer commercials during the Raw is Netflix because he's paid for those spots. So Netflix has to honor the contract. But WWE has pretty much washed their hands with them, and they're moving on. And Hulk, it's time for you to move on. Hey, when you start stooping to the level of leaving out, when you promise 200 people that you would stay there for them to do a meet and greet picture with them and leave in the middle, it's just time to let it go because you're not relevant no more with wrestling. Wrestling has changed. And hey, as a kid who grew up watching the Hulkster, your time is up. It's time to let it go. It's time to let these new people carry it on. I know you're still trying to hang on by a threshold, the Real American Beer stuff, but it's time to let it go. And for those poor kids, reach out to Boom Broadcasting, and we'll see you some Boom Broadcasting merchandise. We're going to jump into a commercial break, and then we'll be right back to discuss that list that is floating around, the 15 greatest African-American wrestlers of all time, according to BET.com. We're going to see how this list lines up with my list. And don't forget, we got a special host dropping in. You've seen him on the nightcap in the comments section. He's making his podcast debut today, right here on WOD, to kind of see if that list lines up with his list. Stay tuned. You're watching WOD on the Boom Broadcasting.
Well, I don't know anything different. I had a very successful career. Life was fast. I was preparing physically. I wasn't doing anything mentally. And then I got hurt. I dug into mental health. I wanted to be better as a person. I start my day with a workout. I live life 8 seconds at a time. Find a place to stop and just breathe. Love your mind.
Welcome back, everybody. I told you for this segment right here, there's a list floating around of the 15 greatest Black African-American wrestlers of all time, created by BET. Plug for BET. Shout out for them. I couldn't do this segment alone. I had to go and find somebody who's been watching just as long as me. He is not a Duke fan like myself. That's why I got the Duke hat on, because we won round 1, getting ready for the round of 32. But he's a big, avid racing fan and an avid wrestling fan and knows a lot about wrestling, especially that decade. I love to talk about the 80s, 90s, the Attitude Era stuff. We were growing up watching all this together. I got to go get him. You've seen him in the chat on the nightcap. I got to go get no other than Doeboy to the game right here to welcome him on WOD. Doeboy,
what's up, baby?
Welcome to WOD.
All right, I appreciate it, boss.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you on. Like I just told everybody, I couldn't do this one by myself. I had to go find somebody who's been watching wrestling as long as I have for this segment. There's a lot of names on this list.
Oh, yeah. A whole lot.
Whole lot. Well, I told a little history about you. A big racing fan, big wrestling fan. Anything you want to plug to let people know how to find you out here?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a small website on YouTube, man, Doeboy1227. As you see my name right now. We've been racing now. I've been racing since I was 16, but I've been around it my whole life. So we got a little ins and outs of different stuff going on as far as racing. Where we travel from and where we at now. Whole family does it. My advocate Redskin fan. And I heard a little mess you talk about Duke. Ain't nobody studying Duke right now, man. I know y'all hot right now with Cooper Flag, but hey, once he leave, we're going to slap y'all. But, you know, I pulled for Carolina basketball, but I'm a Florida State college football fan and Washington Commander NFL fan. But, you know, that's kind of all across the board. But, hey, it is what it is. But, yeah,
You've been having a hard season because my Eagles got hey, my about with Mike. Our Eagles got the Commanders.
Y'all got a Super Bowl.
And Prez. Yeah. Our Duke Blue Devils got them right here 3 times. But like I said, Doughboy is an avid wrestler fan. You've been seeing him on the nightcap, popping in the chat, dropping in good content for us while we're live on the nightcap. So I had to bring him on because this is a big topic right here. And a lot of people have been talking about it, Doughboy. Me and you've been talking about this list since I texted you about it, about what's going on with it.
Right.
So it's time to see, Doughboy. Do these 15 people that BET has picked as the 5 greatest black wrestlers of all time meet my list and your list? About to find out number 15, Doughboy.
We're about to see.
They start off number 15 with Jazz. Hey, I'm a Jazz fan. I like Jazz.
Yeah.
Longest reigning NWA women's champ.
Right.
Did a lot of WWE. What you think?
Well, this list is kind of got a little bit of everybody on it, man. You know, everybody got their own opinion about who want to be on the list, but I have no problem with Jazz at number 15. It's pretty cool to me.
I got no problem. Like I said, if you look, and a lot of people look at Jazz history in WWE, but I'm like you. After she left WWE, that long indie run she had that just stopped, I believe, 2 years ago, where she kind of semi-retired due to some knee problems and just wanted to take a break. But she had a great indie run, and she's in the history books as the longest reigning NWA women's heavyweight champion. I believe 3,000 some days.
I think it's what it is. Yeah.
So I don't got a problem with Jazz.
That's a hard accomplishment right there, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Especially when you got to defend that NWA women's title on the indies pretty much every weekend all over the United States and everybody's promotion.
Right. You're exactly right. Right.
All right, Doughboy. Our next one, number 14, Shelton Benjamin. Great run in WWE, great run in Ring of Honor, great run on the indies, now a great run in AEW. Should he be up there or should he not?
Yes, I'm an advocate Shelton Benjamin fan. My only problem is in WWE, he didn't get the, how can I say this, the push that he needed.
Right.
Which he should have had, because if you remember, him and Brock Lesnar kind of coming around the same time.
Both of them good friends.
Right, they're good friends and they train together. But Shelton Benjamin has just as good or better skills as Brock Lesnar. He might not have the same accomplishments, but man, he's a beast, man. WWE could have pushed him if they really wanted to. Put it to you like that.
Benjamin needs to be on the list. You look at all the people who just look at his WWE work. Go back to the world's greatest tag team with Charlie Haas.
Right.
That was perfect. Him and Kurt Angle, Charlie Haas, the world's greatest tag team.
Yeah.
He did stuff with the Hurt Business in with Bobby Lashley and with Cedric Alexander. Then you go look at stuff in New Japan that he did over there.
Yeah.
And for Shelton at the age he's at to still be able to compete at a high performance.
Right.
At the age he's at now, God deserves to be on the list. I don't have nothing wrong with Shelton Benjamin on this list.
Well, let me ask you this though.
Okay.
You think once his run is over in AEW, he coming back to WWE? Him and Bob, because they can actually bring, if Triple H do it right, they can bring the Hurt Business to WWE, man, and really take over.
I think that could happen. I really think that could happen. I know Bobby and Shelton having a good run over there in AEW, but if you get them to it, and I think the key thing is he got to bring MVP with him. It's got to be all three got to come together. I think that can happen. I'm going to say this.
Right.
Alexander in about 20 more days is going to show up at AEW. He'll be in AEW.
Oh, yeah. You think so?
Yeah. He's just waiting time. He probably texting Bobby and Shelton right now like day 19 on that.
Hey, man, but if they put their hurt business together in AEW, man, oh my God, it's gonna be lethal.
I keep saying, put them together, bring in Cedric Alexander, and some way find a way to get Swerve Strickland.
Yeah. Oh,
finagle him in there. You got to finagle him in there.
Oh my God, that'd be nasty, real nasty.
That's what AEW needs right now. Cause I've been talking about it, man.
Right.
The show just kind of tanking right now with me.
Yeah.
Number 13, somebody who's been in WWE, good run in TNA. You know who I'm talking about when I say that? Just turned on her best friend. It's time to feel the glow. She was the one.
She done pulled a John Cena.
She went heel on us. It's time to feel the glow. Naomi, 2009 highlights, won the Women's SmackDown Championship, Tag Champs, WrestleMania Battle Royal. Say that 3 times fast.
Right.
Winner, and the winner of the greatest Royal Rumble, the first ever one to win it.
Right.
When they did it one Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Does she deserve to be on the list, or did they put her up there a little too early?
I mean, she's been in the game for a while, man. And if you really think about it, they didn't, WWE, to me, really didn't give her the push she needed till now. Right. Well, Triple H got a hold of her. Back in the day, Vince didn't want to push her like that.
He didn't want to push her. He didn't
want to pay her. That's why Sasha Banks left and she left. So she getting the push now like she wants. She's in the limelight. So a lot of people don't want to see her and Jay Cargill go at it. But if you really break it down, hey man, that might be one of the matches of the year when you think about it.
She's the only one, because I keep saying Jade is good, but it's still a lot of greenness on her and a lot of AEW stains on her that she got to get off. That AEW style of wrestling. Right. Put her in the ring with Naomi and let Naomi call that whole match.
Right.
And Jade will come out looking like a superstar.
Because it's not time for her and Bianca to beef just yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
She got to get perfect for her and Bianca to beef.
Right.
Because you don't want her beef, it's gonna be one of the top matches gonna be at WrestleMania. Maybe next year. Or 2 years from now. But it's gonna be a WrestleMania match.
And you can go ahead and put on this back and forth with Naomi for about a year and let Naomi coach her and prep her.
Right.
I think Naomi a lot of people say she didn't deserve to be on this list right now. I agree with you on that. I was kind of on the fence with Naomi, but I went back and looked at her TNA work.
Right.
And I think that's what really took me over the moon. Because in TNA, she didn't have Sasha around. Nobody, it was just her and Jordan Grace. And every time they got together, they tore the house down.
Right. It showed in.
So I don't got a problem with Naomi. I think, Naomi, she was on my fence. But I'm going to go ahead and give her the check mark. Let's stay up here.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Look, ain't she married to an Uso?
They'll know me bloodline family, man.
Right.
You can't never turn on somebody that'll know me family, man. You can't turn on them.
Right.
Number 12. Debut back in 1989. Started in Texas. Worked her way up. Was one of the women that in this time when she got in WWF back then, it was more of the Gaga fantasy style of women wrestling, not what you see now, which is true women wrestling, more of the Gaga looking for a certain type of image, certain type of matches. She endured the bra and panties matches, the evening gown matches, the bathing suit matches. She endured all of that.
Yeah.
And still was relevant. And a lot of people said during that class of 99, 98, 2000s, in that attitude era, she was really the only woman that could wrestle. And she's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
Miss Jacqueline.
Let me tell you something that I gotta make sure I gotta do my research on it, but I want to say a member of my family is married to a member of her family.
Oh wow.
Right. And she has ties in North Carolina, family members.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it, but I gotta get the actual people who it is, but she has family members in North Carolina. So whenever she wrestled, I always pull for her.
Okay.
Right. But yeah, I'm about like you, man. Back in the day, man. Oh, she was nasty, man. Yeah, real nasty. A lot of people didn't give her the credit she deserved, but she had some nice skills, man. And she deserved to be a Hall of Famer.
She did. And a lot of people said that you think about her post WWE run when she's now coming back, they're seeing that she still can go. I don't got a problem with Miss Jackie on this list. I don't.
Right.
I think she had to endure. I just always say if you put her in this era right now, she would fit like a hand on a glove.
Right. You're right.
She was just a victim of circumstance. That's what they were looking for, the Gaga style of wrestling.
Right.
Number 11. Now we getting close to that top 10. This is when you start kind of seeing the witches turn on it. Start in 2009. Great tag team run. WWE title run. Did a lot. Cashed in his money in the bank and won it against Bobby Lashley. Intercontinental champ. He's done everything you could think of. Part of one of the biggest factions in WWE.
Right.
He from the New Day.
Man.
Right place, wrong place. Deserve to be on the list, or does he not deserve to be on the list?
Bruh, a lot of people will say he don't, but I think he do. Let me tell you why.
Okay. Tell me why.
Big E, when he come in with AJ Lee, a lot of people didn't know who he was or what he was. He's kind of like an enforcer.
Yeah, with him, AJ, that's right.
But once he got with Kofi and what's his name?
Xavier Woods.
Jay Woods, yeah. Once he got with Xavier Woods, his career took off. And anybody can say they want to say when he won that title from Bobby Lashley, the world was with him. But my only issue is the fact they didn't push him like he's supposed to. If they'd have pushed him like he's supposed to, he wouldn't be injured right now because he would never been in that match that he was in.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. But to accomplish what he accomplished in that short period of time, oh man, come on now. And God forbid that he go do what Edge and them did and get the stem cell research and if it's able to do that, man, and make a comeback, boy, that would be catastrophic. Because I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna pay.
It'll be big.
Real big. Real big.
Big E don't deserve to be in this list.
You don't think so?
Great tag team run the New Day. Won't take that away from
right.
WWE moment winning the title. It feels like Kofi's moment was bigger than Big E's to me, always.
Well, you had Kofi Mania. Kofi Mania was hyped up. So
Kofi Mania, and I just felt like
Kofi like 120 pounds.
I felt like with Kofi, when they're doing, I always go back to that gauntlet match there, and I think that's where E and Woods looked the best. When they had to win that gauntlet match to get Kofi to get this match, they, put on work that night. He looked good. Like, I just don't think he deserved to be on the list right now. Maybe 5 years down the road, we could say that, but not right now.
But 5 years down the road, you don't know whether or not he's gonna add to his legacy though. If he done, what can you do?
He do.
But think about it. If you could put him and them for as a tag team, you can put them in against anybody.
What
and,
I gotta say, when tag team wrestling was at a low spot, you could put the Usos and the New Day together. It didn't matter what combination of the New Day, you could put them with Usos, and that was a main event. Right. Everybody watched.
Right.
I don't know about E. I'm a little skeptical of E, man.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm a big E fan though. I guess because I'm big myself, so I'm a big E fan.
Number 10. Now we're getting down to the top 10. So these are the top 10 people that BET thought deserved to be on this list. Right. Number 10. He started in 1991 to 2020. He is a world decorated tag team champ. He's won tag titles in New Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA, WWE, WWL, probably all over the world. ECW, I just gave that who it is.
Right.
No other than straight out of Dudleyville, USA. Testify, my brother, testify. Devon Dudley. Hey, we got to say it.
Right.
Devon, get the tables.
Yeah. Oh, come on now. I mean, that's kind of automatic, ain't it?
That's automatic.
Because he
shouldn't be higher.
That's a lot of accomplishments.
A lot. Should he be higher than number 10? I say yes.
Maybe I'm gonna say number 6 or 7, probably.
That's the great. I was looking at 6, 7, 8 range where I was looking at.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of the matches, man, he brought the best out of that, Bubba Ray and whatnot. So, I mean,
a lot of people say he get overshadowed because Bubba Ray had that good single run as Bully Ray. But you gotta remember, Devon took a step back so that Bully Ray could have that run in TNA. Devon could have took that spot, but he said, no, I think it'll be better for Bubba to be the one to lead Aces and 8.
Right.
And I mean, Devon is going down to the Performance Center teaching people right now, so he's getting some more tag wrestlers ready. Number 9. She debuted in 2016. She's still wrestling to this day. She has done everything in the WWE, and I believe everything in NXT. She is the fastest, greatest EST of WWE, no other than arguably the now best women's wrestler in this era, Bianca Belair.
Man, I gotta. She got to be on the list, bro. I'm sorry. She got to be on the list. I mean, I'm just saying, man, because far as her accomplishment in a short period of time,
it's scary.
And the fact that WWE actually loves her and they want to push her,
it's scary.
But see, the only problem I got with it now, okay, they're pushing Rhea Ripley,
right?
You want to push Bianca, and I hope you're not finna try to push Charlotte because you can't push all of them at the same time. Exactly. Charlotte had her run; she got just as many titles as John Cena.
Exactly.
So who are you fooling now? So you know now you want to do the triple threat match. I'm like, okay, but people want to see Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair really go at it by themselves because that's gonna be a knockdown drag out.
And I'm scared when they do that match because both of them booked the same way, strong and powerful. So who's gonna be the one they gonna give the headbutt, the nod to say this is the one?
I don't think neither one of them gonna win. I think Io Sky gonna pull the match out somehow or another. Somebody's gonna come out and interfere. She gonna win the match.
That's it. That's the only way you can do it.
Right. But yeah, the Bianca Belair deserves to be on the list because she done accomplished a whole lot in her short period of time, man. And can't nobody really mess with her when you really think about it.
A lot of people have been not liking her on this list, saying not right now. Maybe 2-3 years down the road, when she walks away and to do the family thing with Montez,
right?
She'll be the top 5. One person said that she should be in the top 5 of just women only wrestlers on the list. But let me on this list due to all the great people you got. But I'm like you, Doeboy. I don't got a problem with Bianca. If you on this list.
If you take off, who's gonna take a spot?
Right. I don't have a problem. I think Bianca has to me, she's overachieved more than what WWE thought she would do. Coming in as a collegiate athlete that ran track and field, I thought they just saw her as a good person to be a good mid-carder that we can put some good people over, give her the mid-card title, the Intercontinental, give her some tag titles, stuff like that. You know, now they got the U.S. title, give her that, and then, you know, kind of pull her away from her, put the next person over. But to me, she catapulted herself to say that she's a star. She is. Right. I don't got a problem, Bianca. A lot of people, not right now.
I'm good with it.
This is where she deserves to be.
Right.
Number 8. And we talked about him earlier, but now we get to talk about him. The CEO of the Hurt Business. AEW Tag Champs, WWE Champ, Impact World Champ, undefeated streak in Bellator MMA, has done it all. Bobby Lashley.
Straight beast. Hey, look, I'd be so glad, man, if they would just take him. It's too late now, but if he come back, just go ahead and put him and Brock Lesnar in the octagon, Brock Lesnar, and just turn him loose.
Let him fight.
And whoever come out.
2 bulls in the ring. Go underground. Right. WWE Underground. Go underground. I don't got a problem with Bobby Lashley. I will say this. I think Bobby Lashley was snubbed. Should have been in the top 5. Top 5.
Right. He should have been. Yeah, man, who you telling? I'm trying to tell you.
I think 8 is a dishonor to him. Yeah. They better have some good people 7 through 1 because I think 8 he got snubbed. But I don't got a problem. Bobby Lashley right now has been every generation he's wrestled in.
Yeah.
He's been good.
Been good. But look, think about it. If you broke down the list, right, what would the hell Brock Lesnar? He basically done the same thing Brock Lesnar's done, but more. Because Brock Lesnar ain't been nowhere with WWE. Bobby Lashley been everywhere.
He done it in TNA. He's doing it at AEW. He done it WWE both times. I mean, he took something like the Hurt Business that they really thought was not going to be good.
Right.
He made it good. And I still say
Right.
They missed the opportunity with the Hurt Business.
Yeah, they did. Boy, if they could have had a Hurt Business versus the Bloodline.
Yes.
Woo!
They missed the opportunity on that one. That's
Right.
one of the ones that Triple H probably looking back. If I was in control of booking and creative back then, that would have happened. That was the Survivor Series main event right there.
Right. But
it's Hurt Business.
hey, look, if we know Hunter, he ain't through yet.
No. Hey, you right. Bobby's show coming back. He's got to run that.
Could you imagine if they come back, right? And say for instance, if Triple H go with the Bloodline where he get Fatu and all them, Jacob Fatu and all them on the same side, the Hurt Business come back, and you got the Bloodline versus the Hurt Business. Oh man, ratings gonna go through the damn roof, dog. Yeah. He can start it right now, even though in AEW, and ratings will go through the roof.
They can start calling, AEW, they can start calling out the Bloodline. They can.
Right. Seth Rollins been saying a little sly stuff to Dean Ambrose.
Yes, sir.
I don't know nobody picked up on it, but I have.
John Mox ain't come back to WWE.
I know he ain't. I don't know now. Triple H in charge
we
now.
want to come back to have that Shield reunion. Yeah, he go back.
But Triple H in charge now, so Vince is in charge back there. We don't know now. Think about it.
I will say this.
I tell you what, though.
Would never return back to WWE. And damn, he made me a believer because he came back.
Boy, hey, look, what if you could be watching Raw one night and you see the boss walk out? I'm just saying. He can get her, he can get John Mox.
Oh, yeah, easy.
I'm just saying. I don't put nothing past him, dog. Triple H done he done amazed me, man.
Oh, yeah. Creative with him and DX. Whoever thought DX would be running creative in WWE NXT?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Right. Look, you already got 3 shows. About to start another one with the training show. Come on, man. They're gonna mess around. They're gonna be on every night during the week.
That's what I keep saying gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's been
we're gonna be tuning in because all this new talent. I mean, we too old now. We can't be going out and flipping around right now. But all this new talent coming in. Come on, man.
That's why I tell people we products of the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, and Stone Cold and the Rock.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to get me a knee brace right now. Walk out with my fingers up.
Number 7 on the list is somebody who's done a lot. First ever African American world champion in WCW. Vader put him over. Hey, everybody always say Leon White did something impeccable back in the early 90s by putting him over. No other than did not have the first start in WWE good, but his end in WWE was great. No other than Ron Simmons Farouk. Hey, we gotta say it. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
man. I know he has to be on the list, man.
Yes,
and the reason being is, when I started liking Ron Simmons was when they were beefing with the Steiner brothers.
Right, Doom.
It just blew my mind. And then when he got with what's his name? Bradshaw.
Yeah, APA.
Yes, sir. Oh my God.
I mean,
boy, I used to love when they come out there and beat somebody down for some money and some beer.
Man,
it was over with then, man. But yeah, Ron Simmons,
2 guys, who was put in the ministry of darkness with the Undertaker just to kind of much be guys in a faction,
right?
That broke out of that, kept the same name, and just did a 360 where everybody just, I mean, we're waiting. You want APA to come out there and whoop somebody's ass for the
right every night. Every night, but yeah.
And they were smoking cigars, playing poker, had a little makeshift door. ABA protection agency. He deserves to be there. I don't got a problem with the Ron Simmons at all. He's somebody who is a true Hall of Famer. He is a Hall of Famer, and he's a true Hall of Famer. Yeah. Number 6, I was getting down to the top 6, and we got to go back. I talk about this guy a lot. We got to go back to Bill Watts. Got to go back to the 80s and the 70s. The man that loves the thump. Jim Ross used to call all his matches down there in Texas the Junkyard Dog, JYD.
Right. Boy. Hey. What is there to say? If you had a list and he ain't on it, you need to tear that list up.
Right. You need to tear it up. JYD, I say it all the time. Bill Watts did something back in that time frame in the 70s and 60s that had never been done. He made an African American a main event star in his promotion, and it worked. It worked. JYD just knew how to get over with the fans, everybody.
Hey, look, did you know he was from North Carolina?
Yes, Waynesboro.
Right.
Played football at Temple State University.
Right. Oh, Carolina boy.
Yes, sir.
No wonder he was thumping everybody. You know, we pulled tractors down here, so.
Waynesboro, North Carolina. They say Anderson County. We say over here, Anson County.
Right.
Don't got a problem with JYD.
Me neither. Yes, sir. He got to be on the list.
6 through 1, 5 through 1, wherever you put him at, he broke barriers for African Americans in wrestling.
It won't for him. A lot of them couldn't wrestle now.
No, not at all. Number 5, CEO. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, CEO. A lot of people said she didn't need to be on this list.
Man.
I don't know where to say it right now. They are a lie.
Right.
I don't care if you look at her indie work, her AEW work, her WWE work. Sasha, to me, when she came out with Charlotte, Becky, and Bayley,
man,
to me, she was the one that reinvented women's wrestling.
Right. She accomplished a whole lot, man. That a lot of people don't really talk about, man. She got a lot of titles that you don't really know about. Right.
I mean, honestly, right now, I call her the belt collector because she got about 4 or 5 of them she walk out with now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But you ain't even counting the ones she had back in the day. So, I mean, that's why I say, man, and any promotion would love to have her right now because she's going to bring the ratings. They love Sasha Banks, dog, or Mercedes Moné, whatever her name is now. But we know it's Sasha Banks.
And people, I know people say I'm a homer. They said, okay, this WOD on Saturday. So we know he's not going to say Sasha don't need to be on the list. Because I'm a homer for Mercedes Moné, but I just look at her work.
Right.
And I say, you can put her in the ring with anybody. And she can make them look good. And I know a lot of people say the promo skills are kind of gone down because she ain't in WWE. But I mean, sometimes you ain't got to be a good promo person if you're a good wrestler.
Right. But what federation is better at promo skills than WWE? They do more promos than anybody.
That's what they work at.
Right.
And AEW is more focused on, can you technically get in the ring and wrestle and put on a 5-star match? Can you be a Bryan Danielson or Sasha Banks every night? Can you be a Dolph Ziggler every night? That's what AEW looking for, people like that.
Right. That's who need to be back in WWE too now, come really think about it. I know it's off topic, but I still ain't understood why they let Dolph Ziggler go. I still can't figure that out.
You don't know.
So he need to be in the Intercontinental title run right now.
You don't never let your workhorse go.
No.
That's one of the start releases they
Can you see him going against them dogs right now? Come on, dog. You brought Shinsuke back. No, man. I understand Shinsuke, but Dolph Ziggler. Come on, man.
You know I always say about Dolph, don't you?
Right.
He a poor man Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels.
Right. You exactly right. All day long and twice on Sunday.
Yes, sir. He can make anybody look good.
Right.
Number 4, Hall of Famer, WWE, AEW producer, back in WWE now producing, working backstage. Had a good run at ECW when WWE purchased it. No other than the Hall of Pain, world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Right. Yeah, come on now. You got to have him up here. He in the Guinness book. Come on now.
Yes, sir. And Mark Henry made history tonight when Randy Orton let him go over. And I mean, he dominated that match. He dominated.
Yeah.
And Randy made him look exactly what he said he was, the world's strongest man in the Hall of Pain.
Right. I just don't understand why they didn't push him like you know. They could if they didn't push him like they did Yokozuna. Come on, man. Can you imagine that?
Oh, I just always say they got behind Mark Henry at the wrong time.
At the wrong time.
That ECW heavyweight title run was a long title run for him.
Yes,
but ECW was on what? It was on USA on a weird night, like at 10 at night.
Right.
So a lot of people weren't watching it, but he was dominating back then.
Yeah.
I don't got a problem with Martin here. Like you said, he like JYD. He's got to be on the list.
Got to be on the list. Yep.
Number 3 is a guy who did a lot. Debuted in 2006. He's a former WWE champ, 4-time Intercontinental champ, 3-time US champ, 6-time Raw tag champ, 7-time SmackDown tag champ, 1-time World tag champ with Airborne, an NXT tag champ. Had probably arguably one of the greatest matches and one of the greatest runs leading up to his WrestleMania main event against Daniel Bryan. No other than Mr. Kofi Mania himself, Kofi Kingston.
Bruh, trying to tell you, bruh. That's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And the reason being is he throughout my life, I always liked the underdog. I felt like I always been an underdog. People don't expect me to succeed. So they didn't expect him to succeed. So that's why I like Kofi, man. And when Kofi won that belt, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had tears in my eyes, dog. I was in the house hollering like crazy. My wife talking about, what the hell wrong with you? I was like, Kofi won the title. Lord, boy, I thought somebody was breaking in the house. I'm going back to bed. I'm in here going crazy. But, you know, hey. But, hey, look, believe it or not, though, our cousin met him in Charlotte.
I was just about to say that.
At an event. That was in the same hotel.
Shout out to James.
Shout out to James. Yeah, they was in the same hotel.
Same hotel.
And he met Kofi and said Kofi was just down to earth and everything, man. So Kofi's a good dude, and he deserved to be on this list. And I don't know why they stopped letting him do the crazy stuff in the Royal Rumble, but
I think that one year that he didn't even botch it. He just said that his timing was off, but he still pulled it off. I think Kofi probably just said, I'm double, but every year you look for that.
Yeah, so
a lot of people have crapped on Kofi being number 3 on this list where you got so many great black wrestlers from the 60s, 70s, 80s, Bobo Steel, Thunderbolt Patterson, Special Delivery Jones, all these people.
But I understand that. But
like I said, resumes speak volumes.
Right.
Kofi's resume, longevity.
Yeah.
Even now as a heel in WWE, still making an impact with his heel run. Something that you didn't think Kofi could do. Dropped the little Jamaican gimmick and world took off.
But how long you think that heel run gonna last though?
You know, the New Day just ain't meant to be heels, man. Now don't get me wrong, Woods and Kofi killing it right now. I'm loving the heel run. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah.
But when you think of the New Day, man, you want to hear that music. You want to see the pancakes get thrown, the booty holes. And I remember, I will say this about the New Day. People always say they want over. When I went to Virginia Beach at the Coliseum there, Virginia Beach, to watch the New Day wrestle. I got there before the gates opened, and when we got in, the show it was like an hour and a half countdown before the show started. From the time I walked in to the show started, everybody was just shouting New Day rocks. When the New Day music hit, the Coliseum roof about blew off. And they weren't even at the peak back then. They weren't even at the peak.
Yeah, my wife took me to a show too, man, and before the show started, they were saying New Day rock, just clapping New Day rock. When they come out, man, you couldn't even hear in that place, man. It sounded like Jay Uso when he come out. Exactly. That's how it was, man. So whenever they decide to go back good, it's gonna shock the world. But I believe it's gonna be when they get focused and start trying to go to tag team titles. But it's gonna be after they make up with Big E. Big E can't wrestle in this round. He gonna be their manager, and they're gonna go on another title run.
That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be like the modern day Mr. Fuji.
That's what's gonna happen because you feel like sooner or later after this heel run, Big E gonna do something to save him, and they come back reunite, and he'll be their manager, and they'll go on that last tag run. Right. We're getting down to the final 2, and so when you start getting down to the final 2, you know who 2 and 1 is. It's a flip of the coin for both of them. Right. And now that we're saying final, is only somebody that could be number 2. Started in 95. Has done everything you can think of. WCW World Champ, 8-time WWE Champ, 2-time Intercontinental Champ, 5-time Tag Champ, 2000 Royal Rumble winner, 6-man Triple Crown winner. He's a future Hall of Famer. One of the best matches, him and Stone Cold at WrestleMania 17. Still say another one of his best matches was last year when him and Roman went against Cody and Seth. He's done it all from being a babyface, corporation, Nation of Domination, taking over the Nation of Domination. Right. And now to me, he's doing probably the best character that he's ever done being this final boss. I'm so glad the final boss is back. No other than Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, or Dewey. There's an eyebrow. and for all the people who don't remember The Rock back in the days, can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Right.
With the silk shirts.
Can you imagine him coming out now? He do the eyebrow now. Oh my God, man. They go crazy, man. But yeah, number 2,
like I said,
most people probably say number 1, but Rock got some amazing accomplishments, man.
He did,
and can't be touched, man. But as far as what he doing right now,
just the best.
It's man, I don't know what to say, man. I take my hat off to him, man, because you can't. It's hard to say, man, because like, has this been in him the whole while? I mean, or did the acting career help him make this persona? You know what I'm saying?
And I hate to compare him and Jericho because they're both on two different levels.
Boy.
But to me, him, Jericho, and even Matt Hardy are the only three people I know that can keep reinventing themselves,
right,
and make themselves relevant,
right.
Because even when he came out as the founding boss, it's like a new layer of this is him.
Yeah,
I don't got a problem with Dewey, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being at number 2.
Nope.
I think his accomplishments are impeccable. And I always say this about The Rock and Stone Cold, that people do not give them credit. They say it was DX and the Nation Domination and the Hart Foundation. But even after all of that, and The Rock broke away from the corporation and went solo.
Yeah.
WWE, and Vince McMahon can say this. He probably will tell this one day when he's on his deathbed. He'll say this. He would have lost the Monday Night Wars if it weren't for The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah, because Goldberg was killing them boys, man. When Goldberg was killing WCW,
NWO was killing.
Bro. But only good thing about it back then was, like, I was working 4 to 12 shift, so when I got off, I could watch WWE, which is WWF back then, WWE, and then WCW came on twice.
Right.
He played twice. So I got to watch both. So that's how the ratings was, I guess, kind of equal because you got to watch both. But, man, but if it wasn't for him and Stone Cold, man, I'm going to tell you like this right now. At WrestleMania, let the glass break. Watch what happens. You have about 7 people in the audience going to fall out.
I'm telling you.
They get the paramedics out. They gonna carry, Stone Cold got to carry him out on that 4-wheeler.
If Stone Cold could have done it last year in that Cody match, because it was the Undertaker took the spot, but everybody knows the spot was for Stone Cold, but he got
yes, sir. But what if he come out this WrestleMania here
and hit The Rock with that stunner?
Man, God almighty. I know I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna have my asthma pump. I don't know about nobody else. I know it's gonna be over.
Both of them say WWF, but they don't get the credit for that, especially The Rock. He don't get the credit for being the person that saved it because they were losing bad.
Yeah, it was.
And if The Rock is number 2, then you already know who's number 1. 5-time, 2-time Hall of Famer, arguably one of the greatest tag teams, Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the greatest singles wrestlers who, back when WCW broke him out, they did not see him being what he turned out to be. But, man, you got to give Eric Bischoff give him, man, hey, let him cook back then in the 90s because he was the one that broke Booker T away and Booker T took off.
Yeah.
Booker T, King Booker, everything.
King Booker.
Still be one of his best runs with King Booker. Put the pick.
I know, right?
That's one of the best runs. Him and Queen Shawn Bell, man. I used to love SmackDown on Friday night because you knew at the end him and Queen Shawn Bell was coming out, and you knew royalty was be on your TV.
Right.
Booker number 1. I don't no problem at all.
Bruh.
Like I said, him The Rock, flipping the coin. I think he still got to give it to Booker because what Booker was able to do.
Man,
people
need to sit down and look at his accomplishments throughout the years. Good God, man. His resume is long. A lot of people don't know that, but his resume is real, real long.
And the TNA stuff gets lost in the shuffle.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what gets lost in the shuffle. Hey, I remember when Booker T came to Wilson and wrestled at the Bill Evans Convention Center.
Really?
Yes.
How the hell I missed that?
I missed that one too, but my brother-in-law, shout out to him, he went that night. He went
okay,
that
cool.
night. They said Booker was coming. I said,
one of us went.
I said, Booker ain't coming. I said, Booker ain't coming down here. He come this way.
Yeah.
He went. Paid $20 to get in because of TNA house show. Booker T came. To this day, I still regret that night because I had a chance to go.
I wish I could have seen him too.
But I don't have a problem. Booker deserves to be number 1. Like I said, him and The Rock toss to the corn, but you feel like if you look at both of them, they're on the same plateau, but Booker just got that little small inch over The Rock. Who say 5 years from now, it can flip with The Rock be number 1 and Booker be number 2.
Right. But I love the run Book had in WCW because they pushed him real hard because The Rock was on fire in WWE. Book was on fire in WCW. When Book got to WWE, the feud with him and Stone Cold in that damn grocery store is.
I was just about to say that.
That don't never get old, man.
And I walk down the aisle. I wait to hear one thing: clean up on aisle 9.
Right, clean up aisle 9. And how you say it? Tell me you didn't say that.
Yeah. tell you, and Book always said that his potential didn't get unlocked to the late great Sherry Martel got with him and Stevie Ray,
Right.
and helped him find himself because he was killing in tag, but she kept saying, "Book, if you become a singles wrestler, you got something." And man, I'm telling you, that Harlem Hangover, I used to love that Harlem Hangover. I used to do that move on the trampoline, man.
Right.
My finisher move, the Harlem Hangover.
Right. But let me ask you this though. Speaking of that,
yes, sir.
Do you think your boy should break away from Street Profits?
Oh yeah, it's time. It's time.
Montez Ford,
tag champs. It's time,
bruh.
It's time.
He can compete with the top wrestlers. Only problem I got, I think he need to come with another move beside the Frog Splash.
Oh yeah, Montez, it's time.
Yeah,
and I mean, I look at him and Dog is like this era's Harlem Heat.
Right.
When they broke up, Stevie Ray went solo, joined the NWO, had a heel run, Book went face. I don't even think Dawkins got to go heel. Because I think Dawkins is somebody who will be a good singles wrestler because Dawkins lost weight. His moveset got a whole lot better.
Yeah, he have.
Doing that low down by D-Lo Brown that I love to see him do every Friday where he hit that little low down power bomb.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Montez Ford is the Booker T of this group.
Right.
And you go back, if people don't believe us what we're saying right now, go back and watch Montez Ford versus Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw.
Bruh.
That was his breakout match of the year.
Right.
Showing that he can go
but look, this. They did him wrong in the Elimination Chamber though.
Yes.
Because he had the match, he had the match basically set to Seth Rollins gave him that foot stomp.
Right. Hey, shout out to Montez Ford, another Carolina boy.
Right.
North Carolina. Same thing with JYD. Another Carolina boy.
What I'm saying. Well, I mean, I know it's a little off topic, but I was just saying because it's kind of like the same scenario with Street Profits and the Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
But the only difference is if Montez Ford break away, Dawkins could have his own run. I think Dawkins
his own run.
He can go get the Intercontinental U.S. title. I feel like that. But Montez Ford, he can get the heavyweight championship. I'm sorry.
Easy. And I feel like the longer, I know they want to keep him in Street Profits because people like the Street Profits.
Yeah.
We saw when they came to Raleigh that night, they did a dark match when we was at the house show.
Right.
And we knew when they came out with a dark match, everybody went off Montez Ford, North Carolina. Also, when Carolina boys come through Carolina and wrestle, we show them love.
Right.
I feel like Montez has something. He's got the promo skills. He's got the in-ring ability. He just got that it factor. And you feel like his it factor now is bigger than what Booker's was when Booker broke out.
But look, I'm gonna tell you what I thought was gonna happen. What's the big boy name that was trying to get in the New Day?
I know you talked the one they let go that released. I forgot his name.
So I'm thinking that Triple H eventually gonna bring somebody in with the Street Profits.
Right.
And he gonna take Montez Ford place. There's gonna be 3 of them. And Montez Ford gonna make his run like Kobe did with the New Day. That's what I'm thinking gonna happen.
He need to. They hold him back. Every week I watch them. I say, man, they are wasting days on this guy's contract.
Because if he go to AEW
or TNA, and he could.
You
put him in TNA or AEW, they put the strap on him. They put the strap
on him. If he go to AEW, he going with the Hurt Business. He going to get
easy. Yeah, he going back with Bobby. Easy.
Right. You know he going back with Bobby. You know they still talking.
And like you said, Bobby's at the point now where Bobby, if he wins the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, he does. If he don't, Bobby don't care. He would rather see Ford win it, and he just be the champion with shoulder. He would be good with that.
Right.
Ford needs to break out. Well, that is the top 15 wrestlers according to BET, according to my list and Doughboy's list right here. Doughboy, before we get ready to sign off, tell all the people again how they can find you on all your social media plugs.
All right, you find me on Doeboy1227 on YouTube, Bobby Silver Jr. on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
And if you're into racing, where can they find that racing stuff? If you're into racing, this is the guy you need to be looking out for.
Doeboy1227 on YouTube. They can find it all there. We got videos up there ready to roll. And TikTok also up on Bobby Silver Jr.
Doughboy, we appreciate you hopping on WOD this week. This is Shawn, and I will see y'all next week on WOD. Me and Doughboy are out.
All right.